If only a big, strong man would come along to protect little old me.
Sweet on you.
There is nobody here who's better than me.
Hope you are well.
How you do?
Bonjour, mister. Do you want a little joie de vivre?
Unfortunately, I've got a wife.
I love the Lord. The Lord is gone.
What can I do for you today?
How are you, friend?
Everything here is proudly made right here in the USA.
They hung that counterfeiter last week. Woo! It was fresh.
Ellie McGregor's with child. Via Mexican. Good to see you, sir.
A fine choice. Anything else I can do for you?
Tornado spotted up north.
Actually, nobody wants to carry around gold and silver these days.
I think that's good for now.
You're welcome here anytime. Do you ever wonder how great it must have been out here before the railroad?
It doesn't surprise me, Howdy there.
Howdy.
You surely won't regret a purchase. Nice doing business.
Good. I got what I need.
¿Qué tal?
And I can tell you with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be...
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
Ah, I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I'd do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce, as long as you buy 100 ounces or more. That's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke, but this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
To Ridgewood Farm, the sick and needy await us. Oh, the life of a wandering saver of souls.
I heard about you, Mr. West Dickens.
And I about you, John Marston.
Hoodwinking the weak, gullible out of their hard-earned money.
My dear boy, it is you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed
You're
scuttlebutt.
as full of wind as a horse with the collar.
I have been blessed with the gift of language. And for that, I will not apologize. But the West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. My thousands of happy customers attest to that.
Those men trying to kill you didn't look so happy.
Skepticism is the bastard child of progress, John. Knowledge makes a fool into a doubting Thomas. It's the cross I bear as a pioneer in the fields of commerce and medical research. If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine fettle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that. I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act I can, John. A more convincing Othello there has never been. And so shall you, big fair Iago or Cassio make it.
I don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish, the bow. We are operating in a competitive marketplace. Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to
I'll
regret
drop
this.
you off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way, it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the paying public.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham.
No, just a little innocent ballyhoo to grease the wheels of enterprise, that's all. Do you think that buxom young girl you see on the Voyage camera posters knows the first thing about photography? Advertising, my boy, is the future.
You'd best be a man of your word.
You hop out here, John. Follow me in on foot. I'll see you there. Be ready to enchant the crowd. Do not be timid. This tonic will restore your youth and rid you of aching bones.
Friends! Hard-working souls of Cholla Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic, or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up.
That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight is greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess. Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle, granted by imbibing Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
You can fool these people, but you ain't fooling me. Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Get ready to shoot that hat.
I thought we was here to see miracles. Ah, what'd I tell you?
Do not write him off yet. Steady yourself, stranger.
See? That's tonic.
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and just walk away, do you? Hey, it don't work like that around here, mister. Come on! Are you a man or not?
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteer. Let the battle commence!
After I win, I take you like a girl.
Behold the miracle tonic!
You hit mighty soft for a man.
There it is, skeptics and dissenters, irrefutable proof. Do not let this opportunity pass you by.
Look, he's over there. Go get him.
This ends now.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive.
Oh, shit.
Marvelous shot, dear boy. The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come, I have plenty for all.
You'll be fine. Get out of my way.
Hey, where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle, please. One of them, right here.
No harm in trying one bottle, I suppose.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks burying gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn.
Hello.
Why, hello there. Hi there.
Best!
How good are you with iron? I bet you can't beat Ira Shelton in shooting. I'll bet you money.
How can I refuse a challenge like that? Bad luck, my friend.
Ain't that something? All right, here's your winnings.
Yeah!
look like you got a steady hand. How about it?
Hello there. All night long. I can assure you that paper notes are as good as gold. Help! Please! It's Herbert Moon! I'm Herbert Moon! I've just been robbed! You gotta stop him!
Check your asshole.
This is mighty generous of you, mister. I took care of the thief. Here's the money he stole.
You're a real American, Pard. Keep some of the money for payment.
You, got something you don't say. Well, it's been a pleasure talking. Howdy. Sir, is there anything of yours? See you around.
See you around. Wasting a valuable business on it. Like I was born.
Getting or not? No, I was
Come on, come on! Faster! Come on! Yeah! I doubt you'll be needing this. Can I have this? Come on! Faster! I ain't firing orders! More where that came from! Come on! Let's go! Yeah!
You found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you. Oh, yeah?
That deal almost ruined me.
Now you know I don't listen to that jibber jabber.
Farewell. Bye now.
Come on if you're coming.
You the boss. Which direction we going?
hands, please.
Relax.
Handy, sir.
Well, but I'll take a look at any extra stuff you're carrying.
¿Qué tal?
Well, howdy. We may not have everything you want, but we do have everything you need.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. And we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. That sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. Whoa! How do you do, sir?
Yeah! You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret that sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eye.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There they are! Beauties! Come on, Mr. Marston!
Come on, let's rope
Easy
one.
now.
Come on, don't be afraid of that lasso. Pull that damn rope, Marston.
Whoa there!
You gonna use that rope or not?
Left!
Hold him there now. Keep at it, Marston.
Let's go! Whoa!
Steady on that grip!
Boy,
Calm it down!
Boys!
don't let it bust you, Mr. Marston. Lean into it. Come on,
Almost
let's go.
got you!
Take it slow now.
You're doing fine!
Come on then, cowboy.
Relax, boy!
Don't give up!
That's it!
You'll have this in no time!
Oh, damn!
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
See? We're friends now.
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Woo! I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, then. Let's see if you can get another one.
Come on!
Come on! Rope one of them! What are you waiting for? Easy now. Keep a good hold on him! Right, let's see if you can break this one! He's there for the taking! You got this!
Relax now. Nearly
Try
there.
not to spook him too much!
Whoa there. You're mine now. It's all right. Come on, baby. Calm down. Come on. Calm yourself.
You're a regular Bronco buster, city boy! Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Come on. I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight, and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired, then.
Some deck must be shy a joker, Miss McFarland.
Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's head for Armadillo.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there. Wait for my signal, and don't let those horses out of your sight.
I'll see you there, miss. Let's go! Come on, come on! Yeah! Yeah!
magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away! Chase him down and bring him back!
Come on! Easy. Come on! Come on! Let's go! Whoa! Relax now. You're mine now. God damn it! I got you now. Steady! Come on, baby. Calm down. Here we go! Come on. Calm yourself.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Come on, come on! Yeah!
You want to spend some time?
Go on! Move!
Hey, blind boy. No. Irish shilling overcharges to shoot a horse.
Well, hello. I won't find any land.
Hello.
Things will only get worse around.
Well, howdy there. How you doing, mister?